Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Sin's Been Unhinged. And it's been a couple of days, more like a week or a bit, since I've been on the server. And unfortunately, I've been away, and that doesn't stop my friend from continuing to build. So let's check out some of the stuff that's been done. We have our tree farm over there, which I think is the last one we finished off with. He's been breeding trees, so that's why you got some bee houses in the sky there. We have some multi-farms. I'm going to go through that in just a minute as well. We have our single high pressure boiler here, burning creosote. I think we have a positive amount. Yeah, we're still going up. I think here this one's 36. I think we'll be all right. 31. Okay, it seems weird. It uses some and then doesn't use some. I don't know. But it's all good. It's all good. So here we've got 101 buckets. Actually, that's up from yesterday, so that's pretty good. Biomass is pretty steady, and we got lots of fruit juice. So you'll probably notice we've got an extra one here, and we have coloured the glass to let us know exactly what it is. Not that it's a problem. You probably can see this is a bit lighter than this one here, but just that way so we don't make. We know that for sure. This is the rail line. It hasn't been used. Haven't moved anything just yet, but we can do that a bit later. It is just coming into night time. I'm not going to worry about that then. And up we go. Silly sheep. So in here, you might notice some things are different, and the reason they're going to be different is because he has automated. His crazy whale has automated some of this stuff. So we have two squeezes here. I'll quickly chuck on one of those. So the squeezes here, they work by, you put your apple in there. They will squeeze the apple. It creates the fruit juice. And then if we get lucky, I think it's a 40% chance of getting mulch or something like that. Wait for it. Didn't see it. Oh, there, I did see it here. So the mulch is coming into here. The mulch comes into our fermenter, and then with our fermenter, we just chuck in our saplings, and it just burns through those saplings. I don't know if I'm going to need all of those for what the rest of the stuff that I'm doing. But as you can see, this is going to make our biomass. So yeah, that's slowly going up, and we have a still here distilling all of our biomass into ethanol, of which we can start powering up some of our other boilers. So on the right hand side here we have a liquid fueled one, and it's got nothing in it at the moment, no steam, nothing. And this one here is a solid fueled boiler. So we're looking to get a bit more MJs in here. So we've got two biomass engines running at the moment. We could probably double that to get more power, but we need to get some other stuff up and running first off. But that's pretty cool. He was playing around. We're talking about this. He was playing around with seeing if you could make, what was it? You could get the lava, and then what was he going to do with the lava? Put the lava into the thermal generator and see if that could help it. I can't remember what he was trying to do with that, but it wasn't going to work out like he planned. And now let's go down over here. So we've got a nice, good railway here, lots of powered rail. And it still keeps going. So if you're having a guess where we're going, if you look at the mini map there, we're heading over to the multi-farm, and so we have a huge chest or minecart chest array. We're thinking about moving everything with chests, but it doesn't look like it's going to be good enough. It's going to be too fast. Sorry, it's going to be too slow to keep up. So that's unfortunate. Now this is at the bottom of the multi-farm. I'll quickly just go through a few things. So we have power here, which comes from way over there at those biogas engines. We have some water that goes into the farm. So we've got water that powers into a gearbox, a farm block gearbox, I believe. And then we got a few hatches. We got 3 hatches there and a 4th one here. That's going to be the input for our fertilizer. So this is the apatite based fertilizer. This is the thing that's going to prove the hardest for us. So at the moment there's no other way to regenerate this without magic bees. I think you can get an apatite bee. However, no, I don't want to say use, I want to say recipe for that. If we go here, we have saltpeter, and then this one is something new. Oops, that's not what I wanted. This must be the other one. I need that one. Recipe for that one. Nope, I just done the same thing twice. Let's start again. Reuse. Darn. Recipe. There we go. One across, not that one. So I want the KNO3 one, which is actually its chemical compound in real life. So you can either smelt it, you can get it from a powered furnace, you can bash it with a hammer, which is pretty cool. You can get it from soul sand, which is pretty cool. Actually, sorry, that is the one I wanted to show. So you can industrial centrifuge soul sand. You get oil, which is pretty cool, saltpeter, and coal dust, and that's actually really cool. Plus sand. But the really cool thing here is you can get it from a scrap box. You can get it from a rock crusher breaking down the thing, but you can get it from a sludge boiler. So this is something that we are pretty keen about. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop outside and show you. So one interesting thing that we have already running, and we have been voiding this pretty much so far, is that the seed farm here actually creates sludge. What is it called? I think this thing's called a harvester or something. The harvester. It creates sludge. And that sludge, you can put in a sludge boiler, which is I believe it's an IC2 machine. Let's have a quick look. SL sludge boiler. So the sludge boiler is furnace. Not really sure. Actually, it probably is one of the whatever that is. I think that's Mine Factory Reloaded. So whatever that is, that's what we're going to be using. And it creates that sludge, like you see. That's not what I want. And the uses of sludge here, you can see, creates peat, sand. Oh, sorry, peat, sand, clay balls, which is pretty cool. Dirt, soul sand, and mycelium. So all very, very cool. So I think that's what we're going to get to, and that's what we're going to start working on sooner rather than later. But as you can see here, this is pretty much a huge tree. I'm going to chuck that in. Hopefully it starts pulling power. Something. There we go. As you can see, it's starting to cut down some trees. I'm going to get rid of that sand. If you're wondering what all the broken blocks here, it's all the sand that I've been cutting down, breaking down, so I can get rid of them. And this is really, really cool, pulling them all out. And pretty much every block here of these trees is actually is going to be an apple, and this is why this is such a useful farm. So we get so many apples from it. As you can see, it's cutting it all down. I wonder what happens. There you go, look at that. 2 apples just came off. I don't know. Yeah, they got picked up. That's pretty cool. As you can see, it's cutting it down. It's using up the fertilizer. I don't know what it's using the fertilizer for, but that's okay. I wonder if I check down the floor, will it take those back up? What just happened? So it's going to start placing out all this dirt. There's a lot of apples here. It's trying to get rid of. I wonder if I just leave these here. Hopefully you'll start picking up these apples once it's got rid of all the wood. As you can see, it start planting. It's a pretty cool machine, right? It does a lot of different things. I wonder if we have any more dirt. I'll see if I have any more dirt and I can place that in there. I assume I do. The one resource you seem to run out a lot of is like the cheapest ones, I suppose. I don't know why. It's just the way it is. I guess you feel like there's an overabundance, so you never collect enough. Or what you do collect is you just collect the bare minimum of them. So that's pretty cool. So that's going to get working. I think it's picked up all those apples. The only apples it hasn't picked up is the ones that sort of fell a little bit outside, and the few ones I think they're just falling now. Probably doesn't have enough MJs to do everything efficiently, but that's okay. So I'm going to chuck some more dirt in there just in case it needs them. That's pretty cool. So let's have a quick look downstairs. There's so much stuff going on. Ow. So we have a look down here. What is it voiding? I don't know what it's voiding. What are you voiding? Sand and wood at the moment? Okay. The wood, we will be keeping the wood soon. We'll be turning it into charcoal. But as you can see here, we're filling up these. I don't know what it's doing. really don't know what it's doing. Either way, it's still working pretty cool. You can see as apples and apples and apples are just flying out of this thing. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to watch, I have to say. And we've got a bit of a backup storage here. Now it's going to be planning a bit. It's going to be planning and digging, planning and digging, planning and digging pretty much the whole time. Obviously we have some falls over the side here, which is a bit unfortunate. But again, we can just chuck it back in the middle for now, and it will be picked up like it was there, just like straight away picked up. I'm just going to grab some more fertilizer because it seemed like it was running through it pretty quick. I put it back in the dust chest. Whew, so you get, I would have had I had 2 stacks of sand and 1 stack of the apatite shards, and it created this whole it got 5 stacks. Oh, okay, so it doesn't go through it too fast. I think it had backed up and it needed some more. That's pretty cool. So it's going to plant these, and the trees are going to grow. As I was talking about before, these are very fast growing. They're the biggest trees you can get. There are 3x3s, so you get huge amounts of wood. Every leaf block is an apple. Is at least an apple, I believe. So that's pretty cool. He's building up the energy to keep planting, and it will just keep going and going and going. So yeah, that's really cool. I think once we get enough saplings to keep it going, once it's full, we'll keep going. So as you can see, here we have a saplings are going up and down, up and down. I actually need to put some more in there because he only wants Crazy Well only wanted to keep one spot worth of saplings because it doesn't need anything else in there. You know what I mean? It's fine. So if we go over here now, we'll go back this way. It's probably a bit quicker to go back over here. Probably gonna have way too much fruit juice. It's gonna be over squeezed, but it's alright. They'll just back up. And I've only got it going at the moment. So if we can have a look here, we've got. We can't keep up. There you go, got that much, so just squeezing away. If we come over here and have a look, I think that's a few more than we had before. No more saplings. I think because we haven't got an excess of saplings just yet, it won't be creating the biomass. So we are definitely positive on that mulch, and we are definitely positive on apples. It's just I think that our limiting factor, or the slowest thing for us, will be the saplings, and probably until such a time that everything's supposed to fall over here. It looks like. I think it's the random generator. It's pushing off to the side. I'll chuck an egg in here. Go egg, go! Oh, sorry, chicken. That was my bad throw. Apparently, and look, there's another one. So that's pretty cool. It's really quick. Huge plants. Pretty cool. I just ran back in and picked everything back up again. I know, I'm a horrible person. Put something like that. Hopefully that'll be enough. Yeah, it should be enough. You see, there's so much stuff going on here. It just needs more time, I suppose, to do it. We might have to put like a collector around the edge of this, and hopefully that'll help. How are we going? We've got a sheep. I wonder if it's gonna build that sheep into it. That'd be pretty funny if it does. Yeah, oh jeez. I have not done much with this. This is actually the first time I've run it and seen it run. Looks pretty cool. Works very similar to the old forestry farm. So I'm just going to turn my sounds down. Probably a bit loud as it was before. It works pretty much similar. You know, it places the blocks as long as you do the right things. And once you've done the right things, that's all pretty good. I keep falling down that hole. I'm going to have to fill that hole in, I think, soon enough. I think it does row by row, and look, there's another tree, so it's going to stop, cut down that tree. Hopefully we get some saplings soon. I really want to see some more saplings come and go. Obviously, did we have saplings in here before? Oh, we do have saplings. It's just, this is what he was saying. We get some sort of buffering problem. No, you went the wrong way, you jerk. Okay. So he was saying something about us, something about the carts. They don't properly do whatever they need to do. Eh. What if I can flip that switch from here? Oh, maybe they come in the wrong way. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let's have a look. I actually haven't seen this work. We've got carts going everywhere. Maybe they're going too fast into the hill and they're coming back. I really don't know. There you go, comes out from behind me. We're talking about maybe putting multiple stations in. They're getting stuck up here on the corner, obviously. That's what's causing a lot of the problems, I think. That's sort of a weird thing, but I think, yeah, like we said, we're going to run a pipe through here and just send it through pipes. It'll be a lot quicker. It's a train! So yeah, that's what he was saying. That when they get to a corner, they all stop. There we go. And when one stops, it ruins it for the rest of them. It's like they derail but not derail. It's very weird. It might be because there's too many powered rails. Oh, they didn't kill me. But I'm rambling now and just watching carts go. Now, this is a pretty cool power generation, right? There's a little bit of power here, you know, we're going to have a good time. You know, we're working on our biofuel, which is now ethanol. So that's pretty cool. And here they come. So they're slowly weeding themselves back out to less. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully they'll do what they need to do. Probably have to go fix them later, but that's alright. We can get to that later. But now we're going to drop down here. We're going to have a quick look and... Okay, this is a bit different. This is a bit bigger. Oh wow, it's a big one. Now look at this. So Crazy Well has had a fair amount of time to work on some things by himself. Well, not by himself, but a fair amount of time to work on some things. So each line here, so you can see there's solid fuel burners, and liquid fuel burners. So there's 4 rows of 5, so that makes 10 per each. Sorry, 10 per style, and makes 20 in total. So we will be making 14,400 steam per tick. That is enough to power 360 industrial centrifuges? No, industrial steam engines, and each of them creates 8 MJ per tick, and that 8 times what is it? So it's the 360. So I think it's 2,880 MJ a tick. Way too much MJ for anything here. Now we've got nice huge steel tanks in here which hold 10 million millibuckets. So that's almost 11,000 buckets of goodies. So here we've got the fruit juice one. We've got a I think it's the biofuel one. Biomass one, and then this is the ethanol or biofuel if you're partial to the old setup. And then this is just a much bigger setup of what we had before. So we have a mass amount of squeezers, we have a mass amount of fermenters going, or we'll have a mass amount of fermenters going. This I think is for the fruit juice, and then here is the stills. So this is a mass setup. We haven't really done the numbers. I haven't done the numbers and seen if it is actually enough to do what we need. But each one of these is going to take 600. I think it's close to 700 buckets of ethanol to get started, and then we'll require 1 bucket every 2 minutes or something like that. So the startup cost is pretty high, and we're going to sort of bring things on slowly, maybe 1 or 2 at a time. So we need a good amount of fuel, and that's why we're sort of starting with this sort of a room, and we're going to build from here and keep going. And these are really annoying me, so I'm going to go stop them. I might even just take that fertilizer out of that multi-farm so I can get it to work properly. I think what I might do now is I'm going to go get set up. We might start with the sludge boiler and see how we go there. And yeah, we are way over full here. Way over full. Now, has this created any problems with our multi-farm? No. Okay, good. Now we got plenty of dirt. And wow, you just see that just get, massively pulled up. I'm going to bring that forward. I just don't know how this works. I'm not very good at it. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to go do a few other things, and there we go. It works a bit better. I think the problem here is that, yeah, I don't know. Because that one just didn't get brought forward one when it should have. I don't know if it's the way the tracks are aligned or what, but that's alright. We can figure this out. We can figure this out. But yeah, guys, I'll go and play around with a few other things, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've gone away and I had to work on this rail system here. Carts were getting stuck. I don't know if they were getting bumped or something like that, and they were stopping them around the corner. There's a really long railroad. We could have made it one a bit easier. But coming back to it, so pretty much I haven't changed anything here apart from I've just turned on everything except 2. So we've only got 2 carts here that are going to be running. With those 2 carts that are running, though, I'll show you this. So I was having trouble with this. So I said completely stock it with, with 3 stacks of apples and 48 saplings, and that seems to be about right. Now, still got fertilizer in there, so let's get this going. So I shift clicked that one there, so that's going to get going again. And the reason I wanted to do this is I think we're going to start using some of that charcoal. Ah! It's after me! What did I come here to get? I came in here to get more fertilizer. Is there a zombie out here at all, or is it just my imagination? Aha! Sneaky little devil. No, sheep, don't walk in front of me. Phew. You want to kill the sheep? No one wants to kill that sheep. So this works pretty well. It works really, really fast. There's Crazy Whale. Hey. That music is so loud. Maybe it's because I got my sounds up really high. It's actually not that loud. Sorry, I take that back. I had my headset up really, really loud, so that's not going to be actually too loud at all. So once this is working, we're going to chuck some in like that. Yeah, it keeps working. Excellent. So if you have a look over here, it's got saplings. It's almost got enough apples. Just spur it along quickly. So it fills it up. Bam, it hits that and it sends the next one in. The next one starts filling. As you can see, it's already filled, and then we just wait for everything. So the next thing we have to figure out is sort of I think we need to have a secondary line for wood, because there is just the vast quantity of wood that's coming out of this thing. I don't think we can match up the ratios, and I haven't figured out how to use the item loader properly. If anyone knows how to use an item loader even better than I do, or even better than I've shown, that'd be great. I've tried all the different options. I just want it so that it'll fill, and there you go. See that the cart came back. What's he talking about? I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, so this way, so that I can get it to fill, but the problem I'm having is if I put it on partial right, this will come, and then when there's nothing coming through like now, it's going to send the second one too soon, and that's going to cause problems later on. So, yeah, that's why I've been trying to avoid, and that's why I've had to use that stock one. So as you can see, it's filling up, and it's still got a long way to go. Not as many apples as I thought it would have. But yeah, I think that's about it. Maybe it's because it's trying to replant and do all that sort of stuff at the moment. And I had removed all this sand by hand originally. I don't think I actually need to. I think it actually will pull it out itself, which is pretty cool. All these apples are dropping down, so it may take a second, but it works out pretty well. So yeah, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I had a look at the time before I came back, and I think that's going to be it for now. I got my spectacles on. So yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm trying to find the right spot, and that is not the right spot. Let's go from here. Alright, guys, I hope you like this episode. If you want to see more, if you want to see more episodes, please subscribe. A like always helps, and chuck a comment below on anything I've said in the episode or anything you'd like to tell me in general. But yeah, guys, have a good day. Sin out.